Hi there, my name's Scott Carslow. I'm a tour manager for Excel International Sports. I've got my main man here, Schaefer. He's just going to introduce himself.
Hi, like you said, my name's Nick Schaefer. I play center back for Millikin University, and we came on this trip through Excel International Sports. And like you said, Scott Carslow here was our tour manager. And coming in, I didn't really know what to expect. I just knew that I was pretty excited about coming. I've never been out of the country before, so it was a new experience for me. But like I said, I had kind of a few expectations about what was going to happen, but I really didn't know what kind of we were going to do, what kind of things we were going to experience. So I was really just excited. But we got here, and after the past week that we've had, just all my expectations were met above and beyond what I could have ever imagined, and it's been an awesome experience. And one of the kind of things that stuck out in my mind was our matches that we played were pretty competitive. Our first one, we kind of got smacked around a bit, but it was tough. We just got off the plane. We just a little bit of jet lag under us, so it was a little tough to kind of deal with that because I've never personally dealt with that before. But our second game against Airbus UK, we battled with them pretty tough. We ended up losing 1-0, but all the way through the match, we just were fighting with them, and it was a really good team.
I think that game was a real battle, but I think you learned a lot of lessons in that game, and you learned how to effectively stop what they were doing to you early on in the game, and I think that's important when you're challenged in a game. And as competitive it was in losing it 1-0, it was probably a foul for the goal, by the way, so it should really have been 0-0. But I genuinely felt that it was a worthwhile exercise to the point whereby you learned a lot from that game, and I think you drew a lot of confidence in the team from that game as well.
And just going from the first game to the second game, I feel we improved so much, and taking that second game into our third game, just all those lessons we kind of learned from that second game, kind of having our feet finally under us. The third game was just, for me, unforgettable. We played Liverpool County FA, and just some high-quality, high-class players have come out of there before, so we knew going in it was going to be a tough match. But taking all those lessons we've kind of learned from Scott throughout the week, and also our own coach, just coming together, went down 3-1 right off the bat, but we stuck with it and ended up tying 3-3, and I had an assist in that game, which for me was unbelievable. And you can ask Scott, I was amazingly pumped. I was going out of my mind when I got the assist, because for me that's an unforgettable experience. I'm in another country, and I got to go on the tally sheet, the stats, and for me it was so cool.
I think from my own point of view, in the game against Liverpool, I could see Schaefer before the game was very, very nervous. I tried to explain to him to use the nerves.
Yeah.
I seen him use the nerves like no one else before, and he was super pumped. I was delighted for him when he got that assist. When we got the 3-3, I think it was an exceptional moment for everyone, including myself, whereby we're very proud of the progression from the first game. The strange thing was the third game was the hardest game out of 3 matches, but it was still the best result, which was kind of bizarre because when we went through it, I know you personally thought you would lose. I told you everything's possible when you're over here, and I think you learn a lesson in that you can basically achieve anything as a team. Okay. The last thing I just kind of want to say on that game is just, I seen a team come together at the end of that, and I know you were very emotional at the end of it. I just thought it was a brilliant performance all around by the team.
Thank you. And kind of going off of that, just that for me it was a personal highlight, but also some other highlights of the trip. Just I've never been to a Premier League game. We just have the MLS in the U.S., and it's nothing compared to the atmosphere and the kind of just pageantry that's involved with the English soccer. And we went to go see Stoke City versus Liverpool as our first game, and I immediately just fell in love with it, and I decided, I'm going to be a Liverpool fan. Figured I'd pick a team I've seen before, and then we went to go see Anfield, Liverpool Stadium, and to me that was really cool because then I got to learn about all the history behind it, and we got to go on the tour and just got to see the stadium in and of itself, and for me that was unbelievable. It was almost surreal how cool it was, and how much history and so much more than sport soccer is to the people here in England.
I think obviously the stadium tours is something that we do often at Excel International Sports, and it's a good insight to these clubs that people don't get to see bringing yourselves over from America and getting to go into dressing rooms and walk around the stadiums and seeing all the trophies, I think it's a fantastic experience, and I could see that he's thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Obviously the next one's a hard one. I'm going to ask you about what you think the benefits of having a tour manager on tour with you. And obviously I'll let you make the comment on that. We're getting a laugh from the person who's making the video, but I just need you to be as honest as possible.
Honestly, I wasn't too sure what Scott's role was going to be kind of involved. I knew he'd probably be at least leading us around in some sort, but I didn't know how an amazing guy he was going to be. And throughout the week, I got to know him pretty well, and we have an awesome goal celebration that we did together after we got going off of that, really, he just, even off the pitch, just going through the city of Manchester and all the other places, he just knows so much about what's going on because he's been there, he's lived it. It's really kind of cool to just see that firsthand experience that he's had and that he'd love to share it with us. And for me, it was almost as exciting for him, I think, to just kind of see how excited he got about having us here. And, it might be a little awkward at first, first meeting people, but I think we just kind of grew and warmed up to each other, and just even going out, seeing what's happening in the city and the nightlife and stuff, and just having him there and having, showing him like, oh, this is a good place to go if you want to just relax a little bit, let loose for the day, and just having a good time overall. But outside of soccer, just connecting with our teammates was just an awesome experience.
Thank you, Schaefer.
Thanks for having us.
Your friend for life.
Seriously, though.
Okay, that's us finished. We're just going to leave it at that with Schaefer. This guy's been tremendous. I've tried my best to be tremendous, but ultimately it's about the experience that you guys go back home with, and I thoroughly enjoy seeing you have such a good experience. And as I say, you're a top class guy.
Thank you.
Love you forever.
Us.
Okay, big man.
Love you, man.